center position, 6'11", number 7, Mark Gasol. At shooting guard, 6'8", number 20, Tracy McGrady. Starting at the other guard, 6'2", number 9, Tony Parker. At small forward, 6'7", number 2, at the other forward position, 6'11", number 15, Jan. The head coach for your Washington Wizards is Brian Peake. Once again, your Washington Wizards.
Let's check out Minnesota's starting lineup. And it's Kidd in at the point. And for the Wizards, Giannis Antetokounmpo is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then there's Marc Gasol, and it's McGrady in at the 2. Grant, these are two teams with some of the highest assist rates in the league.
Yeah, B.A., and it really goes to show the unselfish attitude they both have. Not to mention how many skilled passers are on both rosters.
And it's going to be Minnesota off the tip. Pass to Garnett. Here's Drexler. Here's Bird. Buries it from 3.
You know, it's interesting the way Bird shoots the basketball. Angles his body instead of squaring up most times, but the results are remarkable and unquestionably good.
Leonard for 3, and he buries his first look.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Here's Garnett. Pass to Drexler. Three-pointer. And again, it's Minnesota with a 3.
You know, while he might not have the prototypical shooting form, it's a little unorthodox. Drexler can certainly knock down shots from deep, especially from the corners.
Now here's Parker. In his last outing, 16 points for him. Here's McGrady. 5 to shoot. Oh, hits the outside fadeaway.
He's one of those guys who just knows how to generate offense.
Minnesota has gone 2 of 2 at the perimeter. Pass to Kidd. Here's the 3. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Known as a pass-first player, that's who Jason Kidd is. He doesn't shy away from shooting off the catch when he has opportunities.
Now here's Leonard. They look to him to score consistently, averaging around 13.5 a game. Here's Duncan. Checked by Gasol. And Gasol with the block.
The defensive player of the year during the 12-13 season, Gasol, still outstanding at blocking shots.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
Well, in today's NBA, the three-point shot is so valuable. They realize this, and that's why they're continuing to drain as many as they can.
One other thing they've done really well, moving the ball around. They've done a nice job not settling for that initial option and making that extra pass.
And he knocks down the first one. And the Wolves still seeking their first title, Clark.
Yep, the Lakers won 5 championships when they played in Minneapolis, BA, way in the day. The Timberwolves joined the league in 1989, and they're still trying to bring another basketball title to the city.
And Leonard drops them both. Well, Grant, this is the 3rd season under this front office for the Wizards.
And bringing experience from years working for the Oklahoma City Thunder, their commitment level to building the right way is rock solid.
They've missed just 1 of 5 shots so far. I like the look of this offense.
Pass to McGrady. Antetokounmpo outside. Leonard for 3. The rebound by Duncan. Minnesota's gone 4 for 4 so far from three-point land. Impressive. Here's Kidd. Parker defending. Here's Bird. What a tremendous game he played against Miami. Nails it from 3.
An excellent perimeter offense so far. Their shooters are clearly in a great rhythm.
Really makes them a hard team to guard because they space you out so well.
And so now a timeout called by Brian Keefe. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy.
If you want a t-shirt, make some noise. Who wants a t-shirt? I can hear you. DC family, look out, free t-shirts coming at you right now. DC family, it's t-shirt time. Make some noise if you want a t-shirt.
And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Devin Booker.
Yeah, clearly his offensive output has been on a bit of a decline. Now, that could point to a lot of things, but mostly I think he's just putting his focus elsewhere on the floor, looking for other ways to help out his team.
Now here's Parker. He's been productive, averaging just over 7 points a game. Washington moving the ball around. Shot by Leonard, no good.
He's off his game right now, trying to find a groove.
Kidd laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Kidd's got 5 now.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
Here's McGrady. Got it. Good job in the low post. McGrady's got his second basket of the game.
Yeah, McGrady inside is confident, using his outstanding length to get the shot he wants and to get it off.
Here's Kidd. He's got 5. Pass to Bird. Over Leonard. And it's Bird missing.
He will not be happy with himself. Got a good look from mid-range there.
You get the sense Giannis Antetokounmpo is hungry to get another title, Clark.
Yeah, I agree with you there. I mean, he's definitely in the prime of his career and would like to add another Larry O'Brien trophy to his collection. He is getting older, but again, I think he's still in his prime, and he knows that while time is short, another championship will set him apart from a lot of the greats.
McGrady shot is off. The Timberwolves lead by 8. Here's Garnett. No points so far. Pass to Bird. Here's Garnett. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Building a big advantage early with a terrific all-around performance.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
Back to Parker. Here's McGrady. Gasol the screen. Washington again can't hit. Pass to Garnett. Here's Kidd. Lets it fly from 18. And the shot no good. A bit short. The Wizards trail by 10. Offensively, it's been a struggle for them.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Here's Gasol. Ooh, the lead pass was in the perfect spot to set up the layup.
Boy, the confidence of Gasol on the block is really impressive to see. I mean, once he gets good positioning, he goes right to work.
And Chris Finch wants a timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Both teams will make substitutions. And with the All-Star game coming up, let's check in on the standings in the East. Taking a look at the Wizards, hasn't been a banner year thus far, but they're clinging to that 8th spot in the conference.
Well, for the Wizards, they're really doing their best to rise through the rankings. Time will tell whether they can pull it off.
You know, it's really hard to figure out exactly what's been missing, but there is something missing. It perhaps could be the system they're playing in.
Here's Booker, and he drives in, and he buries his first look.
You love the intensity on Booker's drive, cutting in like there's nothing the defense can do to stop him.
Well, Grant, we've heard Anthony Edwards talk about trusting his teammates. He understands you need everybody.
Yeah, a lot falls on his shoulders offensively with this team, BA. So those playmaking decisions in the moment, a lot easier said than done.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thank you. Giannis Antetokounmpo talked about what keeps him going. He said the most important thing is to stay humble. At the end of the day, I realized that I wasn't supposed to be here. I'm just happy, and I always want to be better and do better for my team. And that's what gives me joy. Back over to you guys.
You got to respect that mindset. Allie, we appreciate the report.
Boy, that's a powerful throwdown by Duncan. He saw an opening there and took full advantage of it.
Parker outside. Screen by Antetokounmpo. And here's Booker. An important role in this offense, averaging around 12.5 per game. No good with the elbow jumper.
That's how you want to see them crash the glass. They've been out-hustled so far.
And, you know, time will tell how big a factor that becomes in this game, guys, but if you're the coaching staff, it's certainly a point of emphasis.
This has been just a dreadful start for them defensively. Not good at all.
And to battle back, they've got to shore up the defense. I mean, there's no other way to come back from a deficit unless you play good defense.
Brunson's got the ball here for the Wizards. A 12-point game. Pass to McGrady. There's 39 seconds left in the first quarter. Brunson against James. Jalen Brunson, a terrific move, and the bucket.
Inside Brunson is pretty deadly, just dropping his shot in.
Here's Drexler. 20 seconds left to play in the first. Edwards, no good. Pass to Pippen. Back to Brunson. Over James. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves earning this break in the action, up 10. And it's mostly due to their superb shooting. They've wasted very few possessions. More 2K action in just a moment. We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And when you consider how Minnesota is doing, guys, your thoughts?
Well, it's simple. I mean, they started off strong, and they've been hot from beyond the arc since the get-go.
Well, the player and ball movement has been excellent. Finding space, operating in space, and when they've gotten open shots, they've knocked them down. On the court for the Timberwolves, second quarter underway. We've got Edwards. And it's Garnett in at power forward. Here's Brunson. Pippen outside for three. Basket is good. Off the assist from Brunson. Pippen's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three. Now
Outside Edwards, releases, and he gets the jumper to drop. And in today's NBA, it seems like everyone has a three-point shot, Clark. That didn't used to be the case.
You're exactly right, B.A. In the good old days, way back in the day, threes were mostly for specialists. It just shows you how much the game and the players have evolved.
Now here's Peyton. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Garnett passes to Edwards. Now here is James. Driving inside. Ewing. And he dunks it down.
Boy, once he's near the bucket, he's a threat to throw it down because Ewing has such great size.
And so now a timeout called by Brian Keefe. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. They come into this one following a loss to Brooklyn.
As they say, live by the three, die by the three. When you're too perimeter dependent, it's hard to maintain consistency game in and game out.
You know, I think the lack of success from the perimeter really did them in. They just couldn't get it going from there.
Washington. This pause in the action provides an opportunity to look at the best fast break teams in the league. Fourth, the Timberwolves.
When it comes to transition play, this team outperforms most others. They've got a lot of speedy players, and they use them well.
Second quarter here, just over a minute and a half played. Pippen pass to McGrady. There's the steal. From the corner. Basket counts.
LeBron James.
And now an 11-point Minnesota lead.
I guess the defense was not expecting the quick release. LeBron can get it up and down in a hurry, though.
Leonard passes to Pippen. Screen by Griffin. Pass to McGrady. 6 to shoot. Shoots. Misses off the right iron. Minnesota leading by 11. Out to James. James from distance. Easy work.
Well, you know, defensively, you try to keep LeBron out of the lane, but then he drops that on you.
Brunson against James. And Brunson, here we go. James with the block. Garnett passes to James. Outside Edwards. To the middle. Here's Boozer. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
I just love the ball.
The Wizards trail by 16. And so now a timeout called by Brian Keefe. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan.
Yeah, they're hoping to turn things around with this timeout.
Yeah, you know, they had to do something, anything to stop this run. You can't just let it go on any longer.
You can see yourself on the screen. Show us the best dance move. Let's go. Let's see those moves. Everybody's getting down. Oh no, sit down.
changes. Booker comes in for Pippen, and it's Parker in for Jalen Brunson.
On the court.
Now here's Griffin, still without a bucket. Pass to Booker. To stop the run, the kick out to Griffin. Shot clock at 5. Leonard with the ball. O'Neal covers. Washington again can't hit.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
And he converts the layup. O'Neal's gotten his first bucket of the night.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Now here's Booker. He had 9 points in his last time out. Edwards pulls it in.
Yeah, they just can't seem to end the drought no matter where they shoot it from.
And, you know, they've got to be careful because this is when the team concept breaks down and guys start playing hero ball.
Edwards with it. Booker defending. Outside Edwards. Over Booker. Drexler. It's good on the putback. And the Timberwolves lead by 20.
They're really working the paint now.
Outside Booker. Here's Parker. Oh, wow. Drew the contact, and that three almost went in. So he'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
Tony Parker, the Frenchman, is so exciting as a basketball player. I think it's because of his speed. He has blinding speed and excellent change of pace, too.
And he's good on the first of 3. Grant, having played in the league, you must have a good idea of how these guys are feeling this deep into the year.
No, B.A., it's hard to describe. There's such a physical drain on your body, and mentally, it might be even more difficult.
Good on the second one. All right, so let's say we give you a carte blanche, Clark. Make you Adam Silver for a day. What's one game rule you change?
You know, I kind of like what the WNBA does in regards to the reset timeout, BA. Allow you to advance the ball without huddling up like a normal timeout. And I really think it helps the end of the game move a little better.
And he makes all 3. Now the Timberwolves with it. They're on a 15-3 run. To the inside. And Edwards slams it in.
Hey, we use the term explosive a lot, but Edwards, this guy is explosive times 3.
To the paint. Here's Kemp. Hey, how's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
He challenges the defender and throws it down with 2 hands.
Man, just straight power on that one. Clear the deck.
Yeah, I love that determination right there.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Hey, the Timberwolves coach, Chris Finch, said, we're a team based on movement, cutting, and fluidity. That burden also falls on Anthony Edwards to move and accommodate his teammates. For his part, Ant said his focus is being what the team needs me to be, a leader by example, and showing them that I'm coachable. Back to you, Brian.
Okay, Allie, thanks a lot. And so it's Washington with it. The Timberwolves getting their last shot to go. Booker can't get it to go.
And right now, they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
Here's Ewing. Shot clock at 6. From deep, Antetokounmpo with the block.
The reach, the athleticism, the timing, no surprise, Giannis swatted that one away.
And he jams it home with authority.
He turns the offensive board into a big slam.
Wow, he was so well positioned there. Credit his anticipation.
That's exactly why it's important to work hard on the offensive glass, fellas, for chances just like that.
Here's Ewing. A 21-point lead, the biggest in the game. Pass to Kidd. A deep 3. Washington with a rebound. Last time they met was in Minneapolis, where they beat the Timberwolves.
You have to respect their ability to stay consistent away from home, keeping their cool and making quality shots.
Well, efficiency is critical, and I love how they ran their offense and got quality shots out of their sets.
Here's Kidd. The Wizards making their last shot. Pass to Drexler from behind the arc. Sinks the tray. Drexler's got 5 points now this quarter.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
Parker finds Booker. Edwards pulls it in. And it's Edwards with the ball for Minnesota. They'll be hosting Miami for their next game. That'll be the first of 2 games on their home court. And it's out of bounds to Minnesota.
He clipped the ball there, but not enough to nab the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
Here's Kidd. He's got 5. Shoots over Parker. Another shot. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
First personal foul.
He's getting his first free throw attempts of the night now.
Shooting for Minnesota, Tim Duncan, taking 2 shots.
The first one falls. He's off on the second. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves ending the period up by a staggering 23 points. It hasn't taken them too many shots to get their points. They're winning with efficiency. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this.
Fans, let's rev it up and get ready for your brought to you by Arena Entertainment.
Thanks for tuning in. We love the mountain climbing, don't we? Well, there's a huge mountain to climb for the Washington Wizards.
Well, the energy they're putting out is not going toward their defense. Problem is their offense can't keep up with those guys. So the D has to pick up the slack or this thing is over.
Man, you know they're getting an earful right down in that locker room. We'll see who's listening.
And how about we move it on over for a preview of who we might be seeing in the dunk contest this year.
It's too early to be talking about this. We do this every year. Just let it play out.
Where is the entertainment in that? Come on. You've been a player, a rapper, an actor. It's show business, man. Thanks, as always, for watching. Let's head back to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the second half.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. Giannis Antetokounmpo is out there with Marc Gasol. Then there's Kawhi Leonard, and it's McGrady in at shooting guard. That's the 5 on the floor for the Wizards.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
Here's Bird over Leonard. Pass to Kidd. Takes the 3. Oh, my. Came close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws.
And a pretty crafty move there from Jason Kidd, doing what he can to draw the foul.
It's his first trip to the line.
And you know, with those numbers, he makes a defender hesitant to get too tight on him. I mean, he doesn't want to get whistled for the foul and put this guy on the line.
3 shots.
And he hits the first of 3.
It does wonders for an offense to have a point guard like Kidd at the helm. A tremendous facilitator.
And the second free throw is good. And he nails the third. And the Wizards shooting just 42% so far in the game. And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
And that's 2 awful trips in a row resulting in turnovers.
And for the Timberwolves, they're shooting very well, 62%, and going right at the defense. Pass to Bird. Leonard pulls down the board.
You know, his touch just has not been there tonight. You wonder how big their lead would be if he was hot.
Antetokounmpo, the pass to Gasol. And then Gasol with the jam.
Nice positioning from Gasol there. I mean, that time established himself inside and then went up with assertiveness.
Pass to Kidd. Here's Bird. Leonard defending. Lets it fly. Bird, that's good. Bird's got 13.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
Pass to McGrady. 4-3. The rebound by Duncan. Duncan's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Kidd. Takes a 3. Gasol grabs the board.
Another miss. Not how he wanted to start the second half.
The fader gets rebounded by Minnesota. Garnett's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Pass to Bird. Over Leonard. The putback. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Kevin Garnett doing a nice job using those long arms of his to snag missed shots.
Gasol, the screen. Out to Leonard. Clock at 6. Rebound Minnesota. Here's Kidd. Give him 8 points now. Ooh, stolen by Gasol. Down low. Ooh, anticipated the pass. It's a turnover. Pass to Kidd. And here they go on a free run to the bucket.
You really got to admire the reach of Gasol. He's excellent at utilizing those long arms of his to turn away shots.
And Minnesota with possession here. Just 4 points. That's all they've given up here in the second half. Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have passed. Here's Garnett, and the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
Garnett's length is incredible, makes him so hard to match up against.
Minnesota shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts of the game.
At the line for 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good.
And really strong at the line since the break.
No misses yet. You can't do much better than that, guys.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
Really hard not to respect the tremendous impact Garnett has on both ends of the floor. He plays with tremendous intensity in all situations and never gives you less than 100% effort.
Hits the trifecta. Parker's got 5 points in the quarter.
You know, he's been fairly productive, but it's going to take more, either from him or somebody else.
Pass to Kidd. Launches it. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the board.
I think adrenaline was a factor there. He wanted to hit that answer three so badly.
Here's McGrady. With the fadeaway. It's hauled in by Garnett. Garnett's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Pass to Kidd. Good ball movement here by Minnesota. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Bird. This one for 3. Giannis with the rebound.
Since hitting 2 triples in the first half, he's been non-existent from out there.
Gasol passes to Leonard. And here is Antetokounmpo. Stolen. Fast break, Minnesota. Here's Drexler. And he throws it down with one hand.
We are seeing a ton of effort from Drexler on offense.
Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over.
Timeout.
Start it.
DC family, it's time to welcome your Wizards dancer.
The Wizards making a switch here. Pippen's checked in. LeBron, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Here's Antetokounmpo. He's scoreless. Gasol inside. Fade away. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Garnett's got 11 rebounds in the game.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
We've seen this a million times. James using his incredible hoops IQ and getting to the free throw line.
Shoot 2.
No good on that one.
Guys, I tell you what, just really enjoyable watching LeBron still do his thing. I mean, we're witnessing extended greatness.
And he sinks the second.
They're doing great work at the free throw line this half. That bodes well for their chances to close out this game.
Out to the wing. Snatched away. 13 feet out. He gets it in there.
LeBron James.
And that's now 8 points for LeBron James.
Well, I like the determination and the hustle. This guy leaves it all out there every time he's between the lines.
Minnesota foul. Larry Bird. Second personal foul. First team foul. Minnesota substitution. Jermaine O'Neal. Carlos Boozer. Dominique Wilkins. Anthony Edwards.
James against Parker. There's the drive, and the layup is good off the glass. Parker's got 7 points for the quarter.
Lightning quick first step, quicker than a hiccup. Parker gets there in a nanosecond.
Here's James. Soft touch off the glass.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Here's McGrady. He's got 6. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Antetokounmpo. And Antetokounmpo with the stuff.
Superb initiative from Antetokounmpo. I mean, that may be something we overlook, but being able to take that initiative allows him to be a real menace when he's rolling to the rim after a pick.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. Looking at his production, close to 12 points a game. Pass to Pippen. Here's McGrady. From outside the arc. Boozer grabs the board.
Yeah, just hasn't been able to find his rhythm offensively, and that's having a ripple effect.
Now James. Good ball movement here by Minnesota. Edwards for 3. He drops it from range. Edwards got his 3rd basket of the night.
Well, Edwards looking almost automatic there. Didn't wait too long to put that shot up.
Pass to McGrady. Parker, a screen on Edwards. There's 21 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. McGrady, and he drops in the layup off the glass. McGrady's got 8.
You know, with his level of quickness, it's tough to keep up defensively.
Now Edwards. Lays it up and banks it in.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves building a mountain of a lead, up 31 points as this quarter concludes. And the way they've been playing, I just don't think they could possibly lose control of this one. And don't go far. We'll be right back. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And he definitely deserves the award. Reading the defense like a point guard.
Terrific versatility coming from a big man. Not something that the majority of big guys possess.
And with the 4th quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. On the court for the Timberwolves, they've got James, and it's Ewing in at the 5, roaming the paint. Here's James, and he banks in the layup.
And once James gets the ball near the rim, just let him go to work because he knows what he's doing down there.
Leonard looking around. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Well, Clark, you were a bit of a trendsetter with this, but it seems the stretch 4 is here to stay in the NBA.
Well, the combination of size and touch, something I took pride in as a player. I was versatile. And back then, I mean, a guy 6'8" that was able to play inside and out wasn't as common as it is now. Teams want a lot of floor spacing, and they want as many players out there that can space the floor, including the big guys. So 4 out is now a standard practice of how the game is played.
And the first one at the line is good.
You know, when you talk Kawhi Leonard, you start with his defense, and I don't know if there's a better wing defender around.
The Timberwolves making a switch here. O'Neal's checked in. And Leonard drops them both.
Boy, you really got to appreciate Kawhi's presence and the impact it has on the court. I mean, he's a guy who is feared on both ends of the floor, and that gives his team a lot of confidence.
Here's James. Great D that time from Pippen. Well, the Wizards shooting at a decent clip, 45% for the game. Leonard passes to Booker. Up top, Griffin. His first shot coming late. O'Neal pulls it in. And for the Timberwolves, they're shooting a fantastic 57%. It's Edwards on the wing. Right side O'Neal. Outside Payton. Puts up a three. That one is off.
Impressive closeout on a skilled shooter. That is how you defend shots from downtown.
Booker with it. He's picked up by Edwards. Parker outside. Pass to Leonard. Griffin outside. And a look now at the Washington Wizards' upcoming schedule. On Tuesday, they'll be taking on Bam Adebayo and the Orlando Magic. Then on Wednesday, they'll go up against Stephen Curry and the Philadelphia 76ers.
One way you could look at this difficult stretch against some of the best in the league, it's a tremendous chance to prove to the league just how good your team is. It could provide a huge statement.
Oh, no. He may have gotten injured right there. Man, he's in a lot of pain.
And you guys know that this is something every player worries about, no matter your age or your ability.
Yeah, you know, aside from some of the player protection rules, which have been of benefit, a lot of it just comes down to what the body can withstand.
Grant, you look at some of the rule changes in recent years. Does it seem to you like coaches' challenges are here to stay?
You know, B.A., it does. And I think that's a good thing. You know, I can think of a few calls I would have liked to challenge in my day. So it's a nice option to have.
So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe.
And Blake Griffin is just an incredible athlete, explosive and great balance and mobility, powerful. A big guy who can flat out throw it down, and he also can pass it too.
They've had a hard time shutting down the three-point shot.
And they're not making up for it with their own shots from deep either, so that's a double-edged sword there.
Parker finds Leonard. Shoots from 12. Boozer grabs the board. For Minnesota, they've gotten half of their attempts to fall in the fourth. 2 for 4 now. Edwards, a pass to James. And yes, it's good. He's 7 for 8 now.
A reliable option he's been tonight. He's their safety valve for sure.
Booker against Johnson. Pass to Griffin. Up top, O'Neal. And that one drops. And taking a quick gander here at the hustle stats for Minnesota.
Really a great job in this one, forcing the issues defensively. Great quickness and discipline combined, making ball handlers very uncomfortable.
Well, another major factor in the offensive performance was the fast break, converting on those chances when they get them tonight.
Inside, here's O'Neal. That falls. Nice feed that time from James. James has got 3 assists now in this one. Pass to Booker. To the paint. Leonard, left side. Shot clock at 2. And there's the rejection.
Timberwolves ball.
Gasol's checked in for Pippen. And Minnesota making a change here. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. James deciding where to go with it. Griffin pulls down the board. The Wizards have gone 1 of 4 since the fourth quarter began. And Kawhi Leonard gets a whistle that time. That's his first foul. Well, a lot of eyes focused on NBA officiating, but where their eyes are focused is also a topic.
Yeah, the league's able to track officials' position on the court and even tell where they're looking. And you cross-check that with the results and train them where to be and where to keep watching.
Here's Edwards. Denied by Leonard.
Big time work by Kawhi. Inside, protecting the paint.
Driving in. McGrady, the pass to Parker.
Don't let T-Mac shoot that.
Here's McGrady. 6 on the shot clock. Leonard can't get it to go.
And his struggles have been apparent. Unable to make an impact scoring the ball.
Pass to James. Here's Boozer. The shot's good on the assist by James.
The assist.
James has got his 4th assist with that last one. And a big issue for them, turnovers.
Yeah, you just can't give away possessions in this league.
Leonard for 3. Boozer grabs the board.
He managed to knock down 1 triple in the first half, but nothing since then.
James passes to Boozer. Back to James. Now here's Johnson. They set the pick to the inside. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
It's like he's doing pull-ups on the rim.
Looked like a schoolyard playground right there.
He's lucky to get away with that, though, guys. I mean, it could have earned him a technical for hanging on too long.
McGrady, the pass to Gasol. And counted from 12 feet.
An effective mid-range shooter. And Gasol's height, I think, helps make that shot tough for defenders to handle.
James outside. Boozer. Nice pass. Nice catch. And a resounding dunk.
His playmaking is something to watch. Threading that pass right in there.
Antetokounmpo outside. Back to Parker. There's the triple. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Edwards looking for an opening. Pass to James. That one falls. 8 of 10 and scoring with confidence.
Add this game to LeBron's extensive career highlights. I mean, he's had plenty of big nights like this, but it never gets old.
Now Leonard fires the 3. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the three-point bucket. But he'll head to the line for 3. There are usually 1 or 2 mid-season coaching changes in the NBA every year. Can those energize a team, Grant?
You know, B.A., we've seen it give teams a boost in the past, but only on occasion. Usually it's a last-ditch effort in a doomed season or simply just turning the page.
The free throw drops for Leonard. And the second free throw is good. Makes it, and he continues to shoot well from the line. There's a minute 26 left in the 4th quarter.
And you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking for them. Just a terrific performance for the Timberwolves.
Their unbelievable shooting was probably the biggest difference tonight, but they also got stops.
Yeah, great effort on both ends. Now, they worked for good shots, and they were stingy defensively as well. It's just really impressive.
And this will give them win number 32 on the year so far.
And they bounced back well from the loss they took in their first meeting of the season. They learned from their mistakes in that one and salvaged a split in the season series against the Wizards.
You got to know where Giannis is at all times, especially when you're around the goal.
And they pick up 2.
Coaches loving the ball movement.
And so it's Edwards who brings up the ball for Minnesota. James outside. Johnson passes to Edwards. Six to shoot. Offensive struggles continue. Missing again. Antetokounmpo with it. And so it's Minnesota easily grabbing this one. This one wasn't even close. The hometown crowd was waiting for a miracle that never came.
Yeah, and this team was consistent throughout. They met every challenge, and they earned this dub.
And that about wraps it up. For Allie LaForce, Clark Kellogg, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson saying thank you for watching the NBA, brought to you by 2K Sports. And time to present our player of the game.
Thank you for tuning in this Sunday evening. This is Kevin Harlan. I'll be joined by Greg Anthony, Tim Legler, and we'll be hearing from our reporter, Allie LaForce, in the sidelines as well. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Stephen Curry.
And sometimes you have to adjust your game as Father Time starts to take a toll. And I think we've seen that. He's still a valuable contributor. And look, what he may be doing less in terms of raw scoring output, his veteran presence certainly offsets.
So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. Warning is out there with Johnson. Then it's Johnson. Then it's Curry. And it's Iverson in at the 2 spot. And for the Suns, Curry is out there with Dwayne Wade. Then it's Kareem. Then it's O'Neal. And it's Durant in at the small forward. And it's the Suns to start out. Greg, how about this matchup we have here tonight? Two teams that really like to shoot the three.
It's going to be a shootout, Kevin. Something we see more and more of in today's NBA. I think whichever team makes more threes wins this one. It's just hard guarding O'Neal in general, but when he's working in the pick and roll, it's almost impossible.
Curry. Doesn't go that time. Curry with the defensive effort. Here's the Suns with the ball. Curry on the wing. Lets the three fly. Phoenix keeping it alive with a new 14. Pass to Wade. 6 on the shot clock. To the inside. And taken away by Johnson. Curry outside. Drops in the tray.
It doesn't matter if it's off the bounce or off the catch. Curry never loses rhythm on his jump shot.
And timeout called by Jordan Ott. He's ready to talk things through with them.
If you see yourself on the big screen, then you know what to do. Show us your move. Show us your move. 2 left feet there. Shake it.
A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. You know, GA, it seems like a lot of players welcome the opportunity to play in Phoenix. Talk about what makes this market to a player is so appealing.
I mean, the weather has a lot to do with it, right? Basketball is a winter sport, so for those snowbirds out there, Arizona is a great choice.
Yeah, at this point, we're shocked if Steph even misses one of those.
Mr. Curry. And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in.
Well, he got the shot he loves, and the defense should honestly be relieved. He didn't punish them for being a little bit soft there in the mid-range.
The shot's good from Abdul-Jabbar.
And just look at the grace, the agility, versatility that Jabbar brings to the center position. Can beat you in so many ways.
Johnson the screen. Back to Curry. A three ball. Falls through. He's now made 2 of 4.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
Well, you just have to communicate those switches. If you don't, it's on you.
And the definition of teamwork right there on that alley-oop.
And Greg, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder. Yeah. Now here's Curry. He's got 6. Corning a screen on Curry. Pass to Iverson. Back to Curry. Fires for 3. And the Thunder another 3.
Three-point field goal.
Well, I'd watch him the rest of the game because he is seeing a lot of shots drop.
Curry against Curry. Curry attacking Abdul-Jabbar, trying to free himself up. And he converts the layup. Curry's got 5.
Well, Curry is just so smart, and he knows when to take advantage of the opportunity. And that's exactly the type of pass we expect from a guy with his vision.
Now, here's Wade. Scoreless thus far. Abdul-Jabbar with the bucket.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Iverson outside. Here's Curry with the 3. And Shaquille O'Neal pulls it down. And here's O'Neal. He'll bring it up for Phoenix. The last encounter was in Oklahoma City where they were able to handle the Thunder.
And the last time they were able to come away with that win because of their depth. Great production from the reserve.
And a credit to their front office. They wanted a more complete team, and that's exactly what we saw in that one.
Nailed from three-point land.
I mean, the range is just unreal. Curry can make even the toughest shots look easy.
Outside Durant. It's Curry outside. That's good, and it's KD with the assist. KD's got 3 assists in the game. Johnson outside. Back to Curry. There's the drive, and that's rejected by Abdul-Jabbar. Curry kicks to Shaq. Takes a 3. Curry can't get it to go.
Great job on the closeout and taking away space against a good shooter.
KD against Iverson. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's on Shaq. When your team is looking at a back-to-back, how do you approach the first game of the 2, Tim?
Well, I think you may go to your bench a little bit more early. Lengthen your rotation, especially if the game isn't all that close. You're not going to see any starters play heavy minutes in that situation.
Are you thinking as a coach we have a better chance against this team than that team? Does it ever enter that kind of conversation?
It definitely does, but it could also be a dangerous approach if you think there's a particular matchup that doesn't favor you in some way.
Here's what Phoenix has got going on right now. Malone comes in for O'Neal, and it's Jordan in for Kevin Durant. Davis is checked in for the Thunder. And both free throws good for Johnson.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Slam dunk by Jordan.
And right there, you see how quickly MJ gets into the air.
Yet another one of his natural gifts.
And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan.
Make some noise, Phoenix, for your song breaker dance crew.
Chambers is checked in for Johnson. Now we have a moment to see the best rebounding teams in the league. The Suns 5th.
You know, it's not necessarily a glamour stat, but make no mistake, their top-notch board work has been a huge key to their success.
Curry against Curry. Puts up a deep three from beyond the arc and then some. Curry's got 15.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Now here's Curry. 8 points for him. Curry with the defensive effort. And last season, the Thunder with the best record in the NBA, and Greg, the best point differential in NBA history.
How about eclipsing the 71 Lakers that were led by the great Wilt Chamberlain and Jerry West? And OKC started that season as the youngest team in the league. Needless to say, we've never seen anything like it.
And here is Curry after the three-pointer from Stephen Curry. Here's Jordan. He sticks that one in from 20 feet away.
Well, what a steady presence offensively and a very difficult player to game plan for.
Outside, Davis. Johnson with the bounce pass. Chambers against Abdul-Jabbar. Here's Chambers. Still yet to score. And it's Davis missing.
That is fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Didn't give him an inch of room. Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Here's Curry after the made shot from Dwayne Wade. Back to Curry from deep. Phoenix grabs the miss. This game coming on the heels of their win against the Kings.
Yeah, in that game, the offense was firing on all cylinders, partly because the other team's defense was a no-show.
Yeah, they didn't play down to the level of their opponent. That's not an easy thing to pull off, but they certainly were focused in this one.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
No good on that one. And the Thunder with some changes. Amari Stoudemire is checked in for Mourning. Iverson comes in for Johnson. And it's White in for Curry. And he's good on the second. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to one zone. Now Kevin Durant is guarded by Davis. To the paint. Kicks it out to Jordan. 5 on the clock. Shoots the 3. Knocked away. Davis, that's for two. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And a high-scoring first quarter. Both teams really filling it up. Suns ahead. They're up by one. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Phoenix.
How about the ball movement so far? I mean, the unselfishness, everyone here just playing for one another, and that can be infectious.
And another thing they've done consistently well is attack the paint. They have stayed aggressive under the hoop and gotten high percentage looks.
We've got Durant. Jordan is out there with Frazier. Then there's Moses Malone. And it's Unseld in at the 4 slot. So that's the Suns 5 as we get into the second quarter. And now that we are witnessing the tail end of Kevin Durant's illustrious career, Tim, talk about his legacy.
Well, Kevin, without question, this is one of the all-time greats, arguably the most effortless scorer the game has ever seen. Quite simply, he is one of one.
Bucket is good. And now it's a 3-point Suns lead.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
KD against Iverson. Williams trying to break free. Davis looking for an opening. That one falls. Davis has got his first basket. And timeout called by Jordan Ott. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline.
And it's time to get down with your mascot. Let's groove.
Phoenix making a change. O'Neal's checked in. Johnson, he's checked in for the Thunder. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Well, it was the Oklahoma City Thunder in their last game, a loss to the Golden State Warriors. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Davis. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Tries a three off the inbound, and the Suns miss again. And so White will bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. They trail by one. The shot's good.
Well, they're trying to take command of this game, but it's been competitive so far.
We see this in the NBA all the time. It is very difficult to keep a lead in this league.
Now, here's Malone. Last time out, he had 14 points. Malone with the screen. Durant for three. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Pass to Davis. Chambers with a screen on Jordan. Davis, the pass to Chambers. It's stolen by Frazier. Durant with it. Iverson picks him up. There's the three. Ball's knocked loose.
And you could see he knew exactly where that long rebound was coming off, able to get there quickly and snatch it up.
Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
And the lead should be safe if they can keep shooting the basketball like this.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Thunder.
Absolutely dialed in from beyond the arc so far in this one. The defense is surrendering the long-range shot here early on.
Another highlight for them has been their early ball movement, making quick, decisive passes to set up guys for great looks.
So we've seen the NBA, Tim, embrace analytics more and more over time. That's something you caught on to early in your career.
Well, there is no doubt, Kevin, that they're starting to go more to the analytics. The eye test is really important when you look at just what makes good basketball, but the numbers sometimes can tell you things you didn't even realize as a coaching staff.
As a broadcaster, what numbers do you look at normally right off the top? What things are telltales for you?
One thing that I really look at as opposed to individual plus minus, give me that group of 5 plus minus. That way I know which units are really getting it done together.
Oh, I love that. Danny Granger is checked in for the Thunder.
Number 7, Danny Granger.
Here's White. He has yet to score. Iverson up top. Wade is covering. Iverson kicks to Granger. And the foul on Dwayne Wade. That's his first foul. Curry's checked in for the Suns. And then for Oklahoma City, Stoudemire, he's checked in for Granger. And Curry subbed in for White. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Stoudemire setting the pick for Curry. Down low, Malone with the steal. Pass to Curry. Durant in the corner. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got his third assist on the night. Johnson against Shaq. Johnson, the pass to Curry. Johnson kicks to Johnson. Kicks it out to Johnson. The Thunder with another miss. Phoenix has gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Curry with it. Iverson picks him up. Iverson against Curry. Inside. Shot clock at 6. And then Durant with the jam.
Oh, the rangy athleticism of KD on display, stretching it out to throw that one down.
And no questioning the greatness of Kevin Durant. But, Greg, trying to get back into championship contention.
Yeah, and since his 2 titles with the Warriors, disappointment with the Nets and Suns, can he get a shot at another ring?
And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. Michael Jordan, he's checked in for Durant. And Oklahoma City with a change here, too. Davis is checked in. And Johnson now top of the key. To the middle. Stoudemire kicks to Johnson. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Curry with the three. Jordan with the rebound.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Up top, Malone. That's to Curry. Suns moving the ball around. Malone finds Curry. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And you know with Curry, what impresses me most is his efficiency. That's not something we normally see in a high-volume jump shooter.
Shooting two.
Free throw good by Curry. So, Tim, and I can see it in my mind's eye, you won that three-point contest back in '96. What's the key to success in that event in particular?
Oh, yeah, what a great night. And I think, Kevin, there's a few things. First, I just think you've got to have a short, compact release, because then you're not going to rush at the end to make sure you get all 25 balls up. But I also think part of it, for me, I got to shoot first after the warm-up introductions because I was still loose. I didn't have to sit there for 20 or 30 minutes during commercial breaks. I think that helped me win the title that night.
A little strategy. Phoenix leading by 3. Jordan dishes to Malone. Curry passes to Jordan. Shoots over Johnson. Jordan with the bucket. Jordan's got 6 points.
And that time the screener rolls and Jordan has room to get the shot he wants, makes a good decision to keep that one himself.
Now here is Davis. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well. It goes on Moses Malone. This is his 3rd free throw attempt of the game.
And with an 86% free throw average, you can count on him to come through on most trips.
Catching up on the changes for Phoenix. Abdul-Jabbar's checked in for Malone. And Kevin Durant is subbed in for Michael Jordan. Morning's checked in for the Thunder. Iverson comes in for Davis. And that one falls for Johnson. There's 1:40 left in the first half. Wade with it. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. Curry on the wing. Guarded by Curry. From downtown, Curry nails the triple.
On the offensive end, Curry both prolific and efficient.
Pass to Curry. Lets it go with the 3. And it's Phoenix with the rebound.
And after that great first quarter from three-point range, he has finally come back to earth.
Wade feeling it out a bit. Now Curry. Curry cooks him up inside.
Well, he's done everything you want offensively. Great shot selection, and he is a big reason why they have the lead.
Johnson outside. Back to Curry. Jacks up a 3. The Thunder with another miss.
He's stacking up the missed shots right now. He needs to find another part of his game that can help his team.
Curry against Curry. Curry's shot is off. Outside Curry. Kicks it out to Johnson. Over KD. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's Phoenix heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break.
Happy to have you with us. Let's bring you up to speed on the winners of the Player of the Month Awards. For the Eastern Conference, Kevin Durant.
We've seen this kind of stretch so many times for Durant. His all-around game has been too much
for anyone defender to handle. And when KD starts feeling it, that feeling tends to last a long time.
Turning back now to our game, lots of positives in that first half for the Phoenix Suns.
They're doing a nice job of getting their feet wet in the paint. I like the aggression, powering it up and sending it down.
Hey, if you can get the ball in close, why settle? Invite the defense to stop it.
And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to Kevin Harlan as the game's about to resume.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. Curry has been sensational.
Yeah, through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Well, and I expect they're going to continue to lean on him as we continue in this game. Why not? The way he's playing right now offensively.
Thunder trailing by 7. Here's who Mark Daigneault is going to put out there to start the second half. Johnson is out there with Johnson. Then there's Allen Iverson. Then it's Curry. And it's Mourning in at the center, locking down the middle. Now here's Curry. 7-point game, the biggest lead in the game. Pass to Durant. 6 to shoot. 3-pointer. And there's Stephen Curry on the assist by KD. Curry's got the first bucket of the third here for Phoenix. Oklahoma City's gone past the 3-point line for 13 of their shots. 6 of 13. Johnson surveying the floor. Here's Curry from the arc. And it's KD with the rebound. Inside. And stolen by Mourning. Fires from deep. Curry can't get it to go.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Another 3 for Phoenix.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Curry against Curry. Right side Curry. And the foul on Dwayne Wade. That'll be his second foul of the game.
First team foul.
Over a minute and a half into the third quarter of action. Wade against Iverson. Just 5 to shoot. Rebound by Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Abdul-Jabbar's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
And they start the second half with 3 straight misses.
Wade kicks to KD. On the wing, Dwayne Wade. Curry on the wing. Covered by Johnson. Johnson against Wade. To the paint. Kicks it out to Iverson. It's good with the assist that time from Johnson.
3-point field goal.
Johnson's got 3 assists in the game. And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for the Suns. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Abdul-Jabbar the screen for the 3. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
Well, the defense did just enough to force that miss because he is a good finisher.
Mourning. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Johnson kicks to Iverson. Back to Johnson. Johnson draws the double. And the dunk by Mourning.
They worked hard to get this lead. Can't start giving up easy slams all of a sudden.
Yeah, GA, that's right. And that was easy. Gift wrap for him.
That's the kind of play that can spark a run. A dunk like that energizes everyone on the team.
And timeout called by Jordan Ott. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup.
loudest section gets t-shirts, so get loud. Who's ready for t-shirt time? Get on your feet and get loud, fans. T-shirt could be coming your way. The loudest fans get yours.
Here's a look at the 2K leaderboard. It's certainly been a good month for these teams on the offensive glass. Number 1, the Thunder.
They have gone all out to win the rebounding battle every night, and it's been paying off. I mean, the second chance points thus far have been really impressive.
Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Now Wade. It's Curry outside. That falls. Nice feed that time from Dwayne Wade. Wade's got his 3rd assist on the night. Johnson, the pass to Curry. Warning a screen on Curry. The 3. And with that, the Phoenix lead is cut back down to 8. An important basket there from Curry.
And you got the feeling that was coming. Curry loves coming back with a 3 of his own.
O'Neal outside. Curry can't get it to go. Oklahoma City's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. On the wing, Iverson. Wade is covering. Tries from 10. Iverson, no luck. Phoenix leading by 8. Down low. Daring anyone to stop him. KD.
And we're so used to seeing KD light it up from outside. Found great positioning and then delivers.
Iverson against Wade. And there's a whistle. And that's going to go on Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. That's foul number 2 for him. The Suns making a switch here. Malone's checked in. And a switch here also for Oklahoma City. Chambers is checked in for Johnson. And here is Iverson. 8 points for him. Pass to Mourning. And that's collected by Malone. Phoenix has gone 3 of 5 with the long ball since entering the second half. Curry wide open. Good, and the assist goes to Malone. Curry's got the lead up to 13 now for the Suns. Here's Curry. 3-pointer. Abdul-Jabbar grabs the miss. Abdul-Jabbar's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Deflects the pass. Johnson outside. Pass to Chambers. Curry with it. And Curry picks him up defensively. To the inside.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Durant, the pass to Malone. Makes it off the glass. Malone's got his second bucket tonight. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Suns.
I like their defense tonight, and we don't talk about that side of the ball enough. You can really change a game when you get a bunch of steals and get out in transition.
I really like their effort in transition tonight, constantly pushing the pace and then turning that into points.
And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. Williams, he's checked in for Mourning. Davis is subbed in for Johnson. As we canvass the league and look at the landscape, some tremendous young talent on the wing, Tim. Who might be the best wing player 5 years down the road, say?
Well, I'm looking at Anthony Edwards right now because of the skill, the athletic ability, and then the competitive desire. I think he wants to be great. You'd also look at guys like Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, certainly. And then you've got a guy like Cade Cunningham in Detroit, who hasn't even started to scratch the surface.
Boy, you've made a great list of guys right there, for sure. And the basket by Unseld. And the Suns lead by 17.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And they just keep building out this lead. With each made basket, their confidence increases.
Now here's Davis to the middle. They need this one, and he uses both hands to jam it in.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. 54 seconds left to play in the third. Curry can't get it to go.
Well, that's a look you rarely see him miss.
Iverson outside. Pass to Curry. Clock at 6. Curry with the defensive effort.
Really tough quarter for him shooting the basketball.
And here's KD for 3. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. On the wing, Iverson, guarded by Curry. Over Unseld. Curry's shot is off. Now here's Curry. Puts up a deep 3. Doesn't go for him. It's been all about Stephen Curry for the Phoenix Suns. Another excellent quarter for him, especially from long range. He's buried a total of 7 three-pointers in the game. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, I like the fact he didn't telegraph it. That's poetry in motion right there.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. We've got Moses Malone. Shaquille O'Neal is out there with Jordan. Then there's Wade. And it's Frazier in at the 1 spot. Who's out there for Phoenix.
The drive, the willpower of Michael Jordan is on a completely different level. He is competing every second he is on the floor and always looking for any way he can beat you.
Free throw good, Jordan. And so Jordan nails both of them. Thunder trailing by 17. Johnson with a screen on Wade. It's stolen by Frazier. And here we go. Fast break. Wade's got it. Pass to Frazier. Out to Wade. Down low. Malone. And it's Malone finishing it off.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
All it takes is a half second of carelessness, and someone will be rocking the rim going the other way.
Gives the team such a great element, having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
And you can see how it energizes the entire team.
Now, here is Jordan. Shoots over Johnson. Jordan can't get it to go. Chambers against Shaq. We've gone about a minute and a half into the fourth quarter. Over Wade, and the basket by Chambers.
Well, you like guys who can work that in-between area, really keeps the defense honest.
Well, with his size and a soft touch to go with it, that's an easy bucket.
Now, here is O'Neal. Back to Jordan, and taken away by Johnson. Puts up a three, and it's Phoenix with the rebound. Shaq's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Davis against Wade. And he uses the glass on the way. And the Suns lead by 17.
And it's a difficult task to try and stop Wade inside. He plays a physical brand of basketball and has a variety of moves to choose from.
Malone with the block. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Outside Jordan. Shoots over Johnson. Jordan's shot is off. Thunder trailing by 17. Here's Chambers. And Davis now top of the key. Outside White. 5 on the clock. There's the screen. Over Jordan. From 16 feet away, he cans it. White's got his first basket of the night.
And the shot selection has been great, but the volume isn't where it needs to be.
And timeout called by Jordan Ott. He's ready to talk things through with them.
Let's see what you got. Next. All right.
Some changes for Phoenix. Abdul-Jabbar's checked in for Malone. Kevin Durant comes in for Dwayne Wade. And it's Stephen Curry in for Frazier. And then for Oklahoma City, Morning's checked in for Chambers. Iverson comes in for Johnson. And Stephen Curry subbed in for White. Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Over that last break, I listened to the Suns coach address his team. He said to his guys, this one is not over yet. You have worked hard for this lead, and we are not about to give it up now. Stay focused and keep hustling. Back to you guys.
All right, Allie, thank you so much for that. Here's Curry, and he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Well, if you're going to foul Curry, you better make sure he doesn't get a shot off, because this is exactly what can happen.
And Oklahoma City making a change here. Howell's checked in. That's good from Stephen Curry. You know, Tim, you hear some players now feeling they're being unfairly criticized. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, I do believe it can get personal at times, but listen, if you are in this league, I think it helps to have thick skin, because you are going to be criticized from time to time.
But players do pay attention, don't they? They know what's being said and written.
They pay a lot more attention than they let on, Kevin, believe me. And if they're not listening, somebody in their inner circle is. I promise you that.
Michael Jordan.
And this is what the schedule looks like coming up for Phoenix. On Monday, they'll start out on the road and play the Rockets in Houston. Then on Wednesday, they'll go up against Trae Young and the Memphis Grizzlies.
And that game against the Wizards, this is one where it would take a complete meltdown for them not to come away with the win.
Anything can happen, but I'd be shocked if they don't come out on top.
Shaq's checked in for Phoenix. Wade comes in for Jordan. And then for Oklahoma City, Johnson comes in for Howell, and it's Johnson in for Stephen Curry. And both free throws good for Davis. Suns leading by 10. Outside Curry. Knocks it loose. And here's the fast break. Davis leading the way. Here's Iverson. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. Here's O'Neal. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And sometimes the D has no choice but to foul O'Neal. He's that dominant.
For your Suns, Shaquille O'Neal. 2 shots.
First free throw is good.
Over 7 feet, big, quick, great hands. Shaq is a one-of-one type of player.
Curry's checked in for Baron Davis. O'Neal hits them both. Thunder trailing by 12. Iverson outside. Outside for Curry. 6 on the shot clock. Phoenix grabs the miss. Abdul-Jabbar's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Pass to Curry. Back to Wade. Here's Curry from deep. Iverson with the rebound.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession. And even though he didn't get a piece of that shot, you love the pressure he puts on the shooter.
And sometimes that's all you need to do to force that miss.
Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, he can taste a win right now. He's just trying to close it out.
And although an undersized center, more than making up for it with some serious hops.
Curry on the wing, guarded by Curry.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Curry gets inside and lays it in.
And that is exactly why Curry is must-see TV.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Oh, softly lays it in.
I mean, he's just been brilliant today, guys, and it was the same exact story last time out.
Wade against Iverson. Here's Durant. Now Curry. Now O'Neal. Beyond the arc. Can't get it to go. Thunder trailing by 12. Johnson from 19. That one goes.
The assist.
Yeah, everybody will remember the bucket, but how about that pass to set it up?
The Suns have gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth. 4 of 9. Durant down low. Covered by Johnson. And it's off. The Thunder shooting and hitting almost everything here in the fourth, up around 58% from the field. Wade with it, and it's Johnson picking him up. It's tipped. It's stolen by Johnson. Now Curry takes advantage. That J is good. They're in good position here to ride it out.
Certainly. If they just play smart, this game's over.
Bucket.
Impressive job by the players coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
Yeah, the atmosphere in this arena has been unbelievable. Great all-around effort by everyone to put this game away.
Johnson against Durant. So the Suns win it. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.
Yeah, and for me, Kevin, what stood out is just the overall trust this group has in one another when it mattered most. Doing what had to be done and to send these fans home happy.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. Along with Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan saying thank you once again for being with us here tonight on 2K Sports. And now, our player of the game, Stephen Curry.
At the small forward position, 6'9", number 35, LeBron James.
Hello and welcome to Sunday Night NBA action here on 2K Sports. Our game tonight featuring the Los Angeles Lakers as they go up against the Memphis Grizzlies. Brian Anderson here alongside Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson with Allie LaForce joining us from the floor. And here's a look at some numbers for Nikola Jokic.
And over the last 5 games, his field goal percentage has increased. And you can make a case his confidence as well because of this.
And here's Memphis' starting group. They've got Kyrie Irving, Kevin Love out there with Nikola Jokic. Then there's Kobe Bryant, and it's Hill in at the small forward position. And for the Lakers, they've got James, and it's Jordan in at the 2. A good chunk of the season is past us now, Grant. I'd imagine the wear and tear is adding up for some players.
Yeah, it varies from guy to guy. You know, vets are usually dealing with something just from playing so many years. But, B.A., the rookies, they're learning now what it takes to be in NBA condition.
Now here's Irving. Pass to Jordan. The 3-ball. And no good. Now Irving. On the wing, Bryant. Now Hill. Outside Love. Now Jokic. Fires for 3. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Yeah, don't leave Jokic alone in the corner. I mean, that's just asking for trouble.
And stolen by Jokic. Hill with it. O'Neal covers. Hill the pass to Irving. Now here's Jokic. Back to Irving. Jokic with a screen on Irving to the middle. Down to 5 on the shot clock. James with a steal. Now Los Angeles moving it up. Oh, it's a big-time jam. Slams it right over Irving.
One of the most ferocious dunkers we've ever seen. James still enjoys putting on a show.
How about that elevated look on the AT&T connected cam? And here's Memphis. Here's Irving, giving this team some energy, averaging a little over 10 points a game. The baseline J, it's rebounded by Los Angeles. They come into this one having outplayed the Grizzlies last time.
Oh, man, they were in total control, really doing anything they wanted. It was that level of dominance.
It really is fun seeing an offensive function like a well-oiled machine. I'll be interested to see if they can keep doing this.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
And the bucket is good.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. You'll gladly take those.
Now here's Irving, down low. Here's Jokic. O'Neal pulls it in.
Give the defender credit. Willing to challenge the shot. Lots of other guys just let them score there.
Here's Jordan. Will not go. Misses off the front iron. For Memphis, they've gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Jokic with a screen on James. It's Jokic, high post. Shot blocked.
His consistency just hasn't been there this quarter in terms of his shooting.
Here's Garnett, coming off a solid outing against Memphis. Pass to James. From outside, off the mark.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Now here's Jokic. He's guarded closely. Shot clock at 6. Memphis needs to get off a shot. Here's Hill. And again, it's Memphis missing.
That's a decent look for him. He just couldn't convert.
Irving, the pass to Garnett. Irving, a screen on Hill. Here's Garnett. And the go-ahead bucket, no good. Memphis has gone 2 of 2 at the perimeter. Irving against Irving. Bryant, the pass to Hill. Out left to the wing. Love for 3. It's rebounded by Los Angeles.
That's staying connected to the shooter and timing the contest.
Pass to Garnett. Right wing. From deep, Jordan. Jokic grabs the board. Well, the Grizzlies shooting just about 29% so far. Not great. Some nice ball movement by Memphis. Fader on the way. That one drops for him. Jokic has got 5 points.
And the Joker, one of the most efficient mid-range shooters in basketball, seems like he just doesn't miss.
And so now a timeout called by J.J. Redick. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over.
Let's go. Keep on dancing.
And with this pause, let's take a look at the teams that have generated the most offense on the break this season. The 4th spot held by the Lakers.
When it comes to transition play, this team outperforms most others. They've got a lot of speedy players, and they use them well.
Pass to Malone. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. It's going to be on Kevin Love.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
First trip to the line for him here.
Karl Malone taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes a first. That one's no good. And it's Jokic with the ball for the Memphis Grizzlies. A tough loss coming against the Lakers in their last game played.
I really think that L has to fall on their defense, or a lack thereof. Just not enough focus at that end of the floor.
Some of it was solid shooting from their opponent, but they didn't have any teeth with their defense. Need to be more active than they were.
Here's Jordan after the basket by Memphis on the other end. Here's O'Neal. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
He knows his job on the glass, and he does it well. Cleaning it up and sending it right back.
Hill against Jordan. Shot's good by Hill.
He's a go-to guy for them because he's that consistent. Time and time again, he delivers.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
1:57 left to play in the first quarter. Malone. And that comes off the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
Pass to Jokic to the right side. And he lobs it up. Nice catch and finish on the lob.
Just a perfect pass and some pretty slick body control on the finish, too.
Man, that's butter. Outside, SGA drives to the hoop, uses the glass on the layup.
Doesn't matter what the defense does inside. Gilgeous-Alexander was determined to get through.
So Memphis calls timeout, their first.
Please put your hands together for your Lakers breakers. Put your hands together for the Lakers breakers.
A minute 20 left to play in the first. Pass to McGinnis. Here's Malone. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
Man, good whistle there.
He's made 1 and missed 1 so far at the line.
Second team foul. At the line for Los Angeles, Karl Malone. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Ties it up, and his next one could give him the lead. And the free throw is good, now leading by 1. The Grizzlies have gone 6 of 11 so far. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, Brian. The Grizzlies last season retired the jersey number of the Grind Father, defensive ace Tony Allen, a player who coined the grit and grind motto that came to define the franchise in the 2010s. Allen was a perennial all-defense selection in Memphis, and his hard-nosed play set the tone. Back to you.
Okay, Allie, thanks a lot. And it's the Grizzlies with the ball, following the score by Los Angeles. Here's Malone. Ooh, he's looking comfortable now, 3 for 3.
Love to see him inside passing like this, as well as guys being on the same page.
Frazier, the pass to Irving. Here's Gilmore. And so it looks like the Grizzlies will retain possession here.
He clipped the ball there, but not enough to nab the steal.
That's fine. You love the effort, not making things easy for the opposition on offense.
Thanks to the AT&T Connected Cam for the up-close and personal view of that slam. Here's Frazier. Still no points. Clock at 6. They set the screen.
And so far, they've done a great job of preventing points in the paint.
Here's Malone. McGinnis with a rebound. And we've reached the
End of the first quarter. In Los Angeles, they're up by 5.
And the second quarter is on its way when we return. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Lakers.
Showing their energy so far, sprinting up and down the floor, getting out in transition and taking advantage.
And they've done a tremendous job just creating havoc defensively. Active hands have led to tons of turnovers that they've capitalized on.
So on the floor for Memphis to kick off the second quarter. They've got Kyrie Irving, and it's Gilmore in at the 5, roaming the paint. And that's out of bounds. The Lakers will retain possession. And one key for quality teams in this league, beating the opponents you're supposed to beat. What goes into that, Grant?
Well, B.A., they call them trap games. An opponent that, on paper, isn't up to your level, especially when they're missing key guys. The thing is, can you find that juice to take care of business?
Wade drives in. Into the lane. Good work there as he goes. Wade's gotten his first basket of the night.
They've been a little soft with their defense on the interior.
Pass to Danley. Now here's Irving, guarded closely. Up and in on the layup. Irving's got 5.
So smooth around the rim. I love how Kyrie just goes up with confidence, knowing that he's going to figure it out.
Here's Frazier. Gilgeous-Alexander defending. Here's Frazier. No points yet. Irving for 3. Another miss by Irving. Pass to Malone. Memphis with a rebound. The Lakers beat them last time when these two met in Los Angeles.
If they want to beat these guys this time, they have to do better on the glass. That was their undoing.
And a lot of that begins with effort. Putting in the work and closing out possession should make this a much more contested game.
And now a timeout called by J.J. Redick. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. checked in for Frazier. Okay, it's time for the 2K leaderboard. The top teams in blocks during the last month of play. Los Angeles, second.
These guys have been so impressive down low on the defensive end, denying shots left and right over the past month.
The Lakers lead by 3. SGA passes to Garnett. Here's Wade. Pass to SGA. 5 on the clock. Back to Wade. Over Bryant. The Lakers with another miss. Grizzlies trail by 3. The floater. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. It's on LeBron James.
Man, good whistle there.
Memphis shooting their first free throws here tonight.
Kobe Bryant. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. Jordan's checked in for the Lakers. And good on the second, so he makes them both. So it's Los Angeles now. And here in the second quarter of action, just a hair under 2.5 minutes played. Just 5 on the clock. Oh, nice finish from the low block. That was good. Jordan's got his second bucket on the night. Grizzlies trail by 3. Outside Irving. Jokic the screen. Pass to Cummings. Here's Jokic. Got a piece of it. It's a one-on-one situation. Here's James. Ooh, LeBron with the slam.
Still moving down the floor like a freight train. LeBron remains a force on the break.
Pass to Jokic. And here comes the break. All the way, the king.
When you get a chance to run the floor like that, you have to capitalize. Great hustle on that play.
Steps back. Irving looking around. Over Gilgeous-Alexander. Rebounded by LeBron. And James has got the ball here for the Lakers. They've only given up 6 here in this quarter. Pass to Jordan. Shoots from the elbow. Jokic grabs the board.
He hasn't had his best game, but they've gotten enough production elsewhere, so it hasn't really mattered.
On the wing, SGA. He's guarded by Irving. Irving against SGA. 6 to shoot. SGA showing off the athleticism there.
Gilgeous-Alexander lifting off and hammering it down with all he's got.
And Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has made the move from star to superstar, Grant.
Well, no question, B.A. He's been a superstar for quite a few seasons now, but he's not satisfied and just continues to elevate his game year after year.
Timeout call, Memphis. He's checked in for the Lakers. Kyrie Irving comes in for Gilgeous-Alexander. The Grizzlies making a switch here. Outside, Hill. Hill with a screen on Irving. Jokic up top. 6 on the shot clock. And that one good. Jokic has got 11.
Yeah, great pass to Jokic when he's ready to fire. And then he's straight into his motion.
Here's Garnett. Yet to see a basket. Wade misses.
I thought he had that all sewn up, but somehow the defense just threw him off.
Pass to McGinnis. And here is Hill. He's guarded by Irving. Shot's good by Hill. And now just a 5-point Laker lead.
How do you stop a good fadeaway jumper? Yeah, that's a trick question. You don't.
Here's Wade, averaging around 6 a game. And we got some point guards here who have been on fire over the past month. Third is Kyrie Irving.
It's really simple. As a point guard, it's your job to create good shots for others. These guys also are great at creating shots for themselves.
Yeah, and when you can shoot it like he can, why not? Just the threat of their shooting makes them more effective at this point.
The first free throw is good. He makes 1 of 2 that time. Grizzlies trail by 6. Oh, it's stolen. Pass to Irving. To the paint. Here's Garnett. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
His passing has always been a staple of his career. Not too many are better at dishing than Kyrie.
Outside, Hill. Here's McGinnis. He's scoreless. Here's Jokic. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Abdul-Jabbar's got 5 rebounds in the game. There's a screen. Here's Irving. Oh, there's a killer 2-hand slam.
You always want Kyrie to have the ball in his hands. He's just a tremendous playmaker.
Grizzlies trail by 10. Outside, Hill. Inside. McGinnis, no good. Now Los Angeles with it. They're on a 13-4 run.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easy.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
Pass to Bryant from downtown. Knocks down the long J. Bryant's got 5 now.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Now here's Jordan. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Memphis. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Hill. Rebound, the Lakers. Abdul-Jabbar's got his 6th rebound on the night. Outside Irving. With 1 on the clock. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers with a 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. And they push the tempo in this one, getting out in transition and making the defense pay. All right, now let's check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
I'm here with Coach J.J. Redick. What do your guys need to do to pull off this win?
Just continue to emphasize being organized, both offensively and defensively. We we've been in the half court or in transition, and we've been organized. We've done a really nice job, and overall, our guys fought.
I know you'll keep them organized. Thanks, Coach.
Appreciate it, Allie. And we'll be coming right back after this break, ready for the third quarter.
Hello, folks. Is this the halftime show? Yes, it is. And kicking it off, let's quickly look at the Western Conference standings.
Taking a look at Los Angeles, there are some high expectations coming into the season, and they can create a lot of pressure on a team. But they said, we can handle it, and they're proving it.
Yeah, they've got the character and the talent to be a top team in the league.
All right, looking back now at that first half, we just saw some obstacles to overcome for the Memphis Grizzlies.
They haven't been able to get anything going on the offensive end. When the lack of production doesn't just fall on the shoulders of the players, the game plan that the coaches have, it's whack. It doesn't work.
That's it for us. Thanks for tuning in. Now let's send you over to Brian Anderson with the third period.
And we played through the first half. Plenty of basketball left in this one. You look at Nikola Jokic. What a contribution.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
Here's Irving. They've got Kyrie Irving, and it's O'Neal in at the center position. That's the group for J.J. Redick getting going here in the second half. Here's Jokic. O'Neal pulls it in. O'Neal's got 4 rebounds now. James outside. Okay, look out! Wow! Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
LeBron, the old man, throwing it down. Not much anyone can do about that still.
Well, that's a fantastic view there from the AT&T Connected Cam. Pass to Bryant. Oh, it's stolen by Jordan. And here's Irving. James, right side. LeBron sticks the triple.
His shooting has been fantastic, and this team has leaned on him.
Grizzlies trail by 14. Outside Irving. Pass to Bryant. And good. Coming on the assist by Irving. Bryant's got 8.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Now, here is James. He's got 13. Punching it inside, LeBron.
And now, almost all their points coming from the paint.
Memphis calls timeout.
Protecting the rim has to be their top objective right now.
I'm sure Coach is going to give them an earful about that. He can't be happy with that soft interior D.
Attention all Laker fans. Time to cheer on your Lakers hype squad. Let me hear you right now. Attention fans. Time right now to hype up your Lakers hype squad. Let's hear some noise.
to take a look at the teams that are wreaking havoc with their defense this past month. 5th, the Lakers.
The energy that they're playing with on D has been tremendous the past month, challenging every shot, making things hard on every opponent.
Hill against James. Elbow shot on the way, and that one comes up a bit short.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Thanks, Brian. So are dynasties a thing of the past? Well, Commissioner Adam Silver said, I'm fine with dynasties and I'm fine with new teams emerging every year. What the fans want to see is great competition. As long as teams are emerging through great management, let the results happen however they play out. Brian, back to you.
Now you just want a fair fight. All right, Allie, thank you. Here's Garnett. They lead by their biggest margin of the game. It's at 15 points. The Grizzlies have gotten only 1 of 4 shots to fall in this second half. Pass to Jokic. Excellent D there from O'Neal.
Out of halftime, not the way you want to execute, just 1 of 5 from the field.
Out to James, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by James. And here's what Memphis' schedule looks like. On Tuesday, they'll go up against Tyrese Halliburton and the San Antonio Spurs. Then on Wednesday, it'll be the Phoenix Suns coming to town.
In that game against the Nets, they'll want to come out fighting in that one. They'll be big-time underdogs, but anything can happen.
Grizzlies trail by 15. To the middle. It's tipped. Up top, Bryant. Irving against Irving. Outside Love. Ooh, it's stolen by Jordan. Looking to end this cold spell. Off target at the rim.
And that's their first miss after hitting 4 in a row to start the half.
Hill, the pass to Gilmore. Outside Irving. Now here's Hill. 5 to shoot. Here's Irving. And counted from 19 feet away. Irving's got 9.
Determined to produce. Kyrie, he is just relentless. He is always putting pressure on the defense.
Love, a screen on Irving to the inside. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Almost converts despite the contact.
Memphis shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
Kevin Love.
Take a break.
Taking
Take a
2
break.
shots.
2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good.
After being an all-star caliber player for so many years, Love has shifted into more of a role player at this stage in his career, and he looks completely rejuvenated.
And Love drops them both. Los Angeles leading by 11. Now here's Jordan. He's averaging more than 12 a game. A consistent threat on offense. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Lakers.
Well, look, it's not just about forcing a turnover, guys. It's about converting them in those opportunities and cashing them in.
And we also got to talk about the number of points they've scored in transition, just jumping all over the opposition in this regard.
That free throw no good. And you look around the league, 30 different organizations, each with their own cultures. What did you look for as a player, Grant?
Well, you know, B.A., winning always comes first. But after that, you're looking at resources and how they care for their players. That's where teams are trying to separate themselves these days.
Frazier, he's checked in for Bryant. Grizzlies trail by 12. Out to the right wing. Here's Hill. And again, it's Memphis missing.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
James outside. sends it home from three-point land. James has got 12 points in just the second half.
And he's carried them this quarter, a dominant offensive stretch.
Timeout called, Memphis.
All right, fans, here comes your Laker Gorillas.
All right, when we talk about point guards shooting it from deep, these are the hottest over the last 10 games. Second, Kyrie Irving. Kyrie Irving is fourth.
I mean, when no other options are available, any one of these guys can just take charge and shoot that three.
As well as they shoot the three, I don't think it needs to be a backup plan. That could be a plan A.
Now here's Irving. He's got 9. James outside. Pass to Irving. Here's Malone. James outside. Shot clock at 5. Tries it from the top of the key, and it's Irving missing.
Credit the defensive effort there, not giving him room to operate.
And we've got a report from the sideline. Let's get the scoop on Nikola Jokic. How's he doing, Allie?
Hey guys, the head athletic trainer from Memphis let me know the status. He let me know that it's a strained hip, which causes plenty of soreness and shooting pain in that area. Normally, this is an injury that would take a while to recover from, but they're saying he may be able to play on it. We'll be monitoring the situation and keep you updated.
Well, we appreciate it, Allie.
Listen, the big thing is now we have more information on what's going on with him. Hopefully, there's no setbacks.
And stolen by Irving. And he scores it. Now 5 of 9 from the field.
And he's doing everything he can offensively to lift them out of this hole. But I'm not sure his hot shooting can do it alone.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Here's Malone. 9 points in the game. Shot clock at 6. The shot misses. Grizzlies trail by 13. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
To the paint. Here's Love. Oh, here's Love with the jam.
Oh, that's how you flush it. I see you, K-Love, showing you still got a little bit of bounce.
James outside. Back to Irving. Jacks up a 3. Drains the triple.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
And so it's Memphis with it, following the three-pointer by Los Angeles. Here's Hill with some arc.
They've had a slight leg up on the boards and a big leg up on the scoreboard.
Here's Malone, and that one is stuffed right through.
He finds a shooter in motion and is confident he can thread it with the lead pass. Well done.
41 seconds left in the third quarter. Pass to Hill. Looking to get it going. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's on LeBron James. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
At the line for the Grizzlies, Grant Hill. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. Hits both from the stripe. Los Angeles leading by 14. 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Screen by James. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
First personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for one, LeBron James.
That free throw good from James.
What I appreciate about LeBron is how much he loves being a leader. He knows how much his teammates count on him.
James against Bryant. Launches a three. Doesn't go for him. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits. It may be difficult to overcome. The Lakers on top, leading by 17. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And he definitely deserves the award. Reading the defense like a point guard.
He'll be proud of that one. Bigs love when their passing skills are noticed.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. On the court for Memphis to start the 4th. They've got Nikola Jokic, and it's Dantley in at the 3. Garnett passes to Wade. An easy 2 on the layup.
Even with the score as it is, he just keeps coming at you.
Grizzlies trail by 19. Pass to Frazier. Now here's Jokic. Not a lot of room. Out to the right wing. Jokic, the screen. Lets it fly. Rebound by the Lakers.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Garnett passes to SGA. And there's a pick to the middle. Clock at 6. Tries the spin move. Here's Garnett. Let's go with a 3. Fires in the triple.
They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
Yeah, not just an impressive showing on offense, but on defense as well, executing their game plan perfectly.
Here's Dantley. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock. Ooh, rejected by Jordan. Bryant finds Jokic. Second chance shot. Ooh, poked away. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And we have to take another look at that block.
Yeah, just some terrific effort there. And you know the whole team will get an energy boost off a block like that one.
Los Angeles leading by 22. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Garnett. McGinnis with a rebound. McGinnis has got 4 rebounds in the game. Here's Frazier. It's blocked. And they get it back. Here's Dantley. Covered by Jordan. And the Lakers making a change here. O'Neal's checked in.
First team foul. Substitution on the court.
On defense, the Lakers down low. Here's Dantley. It's hauled in by Garnett. Los Angeles has got 4 of 7 threes to go so far in this game. Fourth quarter play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it now. Here's Jordan. The Grizzlies pull it in. Jokic has got 4 rebounds now.
I've been in this position. Your team is up. You want to drive in the dagger. He may be a little overeager.
To stop the drought. And rejected. Here's Garnett. On the wing, SGA. Pass to Jordan. Inside, O'Neal. Memphis with a rebound. Jokic has got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Frazier. Back to Jokic. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. Well, Richard, over the last few years, we're seeing the NBA experiment with the format for the All-Star game.
I'm a classic East versus West guy, but the players have to be more competitive. I think that is the best version of the All-Star game we've ever seen.
He's off on the first.
Yeah, initially underestimated, Jokic has grown into a truly exceptional talent. We talk about modern bigs, but he's probably more like the big man of the future.
LeBron, he's checked in for the Lakers. Kyrie Irving comes in for Wade. He hits the second from the line.
Staring at this deficit, they're trying to be more aggressive and get themselves to the line.
Pass to Garnett. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've played about 3.5 minutes into the 4th quarter here. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. James has got 25 points.
Now look, a coach is going to trust LeBron James to just put up monster numbers because that's who he is. But it is nice to see him get into a nice groove like this.
Now here's Hill. Irving for 3. Ooh, the Grizzlies with another miss.
He hit 1 3 in the first half, but he hasn't had anything since.
Count it, good.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
And so it's Irving with it. He brings it up for Memphis. It's stolen by Irving. Now Los Angeles moving it up. Tries the 9-footer. Again, Los Angeles.
They're making it look easy out there, just having fun.
Man, their offense is clicking. Players, coaches, everybody, they are in sync.
Now here's Bryant. Outside Irving. Pass to Hill. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. It's on LeBron James.
And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul.
Shooting for Memphis, Grant Hill at the line for 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. And we're seeing some younger teams really on the rise here. Any particular reason, Grant?
Well, you know, it's part of the natural order of things. Certain players will dominate, and when they age, there are always those young upstarts vying to take the lead.
And that's good as he hits both shots.
He's upped his aggressiveness, wanting to get to the line more and doing just that.
Wade drives in. Soft touch off the glass. Wade's got 7 points for the quarter.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
And Gilgeous-Alexander with a block.
Read the eyes of the ball handler, and Gilgeous-Alexander able to get a hand up in time.
Harden, he's checked in for Paul George.
James Harden.
Irving against SGA. 6 to shoot. Now here's Irving. He's covered closely. The shot no good. Good work defensively by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
And there's the screen. Hill against Harden. It's hauled in by Hill. Hill's got 4 rebounds now. On the wing, Bryant. Irving for 3. It's rebounded by Los Angeles.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Pass to Malone. To the middle. Here's SGA. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And the D can't allow Gilgeous-Alexander to get this positioning, because once he does, he makes you pay.
We've got 1:55 left in the fourth quarter. It's tipped. And here's Harden. Pass to SGA. Stolen by Jokic. Hill with it. Now Gilgeous-Alexander defending. And here's Love.
Get to the block, Love.
Right side, Irving. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. And despite the NBA's popularity, some folks criticizing the wide-open style of play.
Yeah, you know, BA, some of the artistry is lost when guys are mostly hunting for open threes. But for some teams like the Celtics and Warriors, that's been a championship-winning formula. And, well, we all know it's a copycat league.
The first one falls.
One of the most creative guards that we have ever seen. Irving is just so unpredictable with the ball in his hands.
Both free throws good from Irving.
You know, Kyrie really does have some of the best handles in the league, which is why he is so devastating in a one-on-one situation. It's something you got to watch out for.
It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the Lakers.
When you look at the stat sheet, it's impressive this wasn't a total blowout. Their offense was in top gear all night long, Grant.
I thought the same thing, BA. I mean, the difference in field goal percentages is pretty shocking.
And so hard work pays off with their 26th win of the year.
And they didn't deviate from their game plan against this team. It's what helped them win their first 2 games against them. Add another one to the win tally for them.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for LeBron James.
He came up with a bucket every time they needed him to. Great effort on offense, and he was a difference maker.
Here's Bryant, following the score by the Lakers. Here's Hill. Oh, excellent D there from Harden. Now Los Angeles with it. They're on a 17-7 run. 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Again, Los Angeles.
And guys, that's got to be the dagger. This is how you finish a game.
And it felt like they just flipped the switch to go on that run and seal the game. Saving their best basketball for the end. Always smart.
Irving with it. Shoots over SGA. And so it's the Lakers easily grabbing this one. They didn't have too many problems tonight.
They didn't. Just a tremendous team effort. Once they had that big lead, they were not going to let the visitors back into the game.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Richard Jefferson, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for being with us. And now let's take a look at our player of the game, LeBron James.